Assalamu alaikum, dear audience. This is Hamza, and I'm here today with Congressman Mike Honda from Silicon Valley here in Jalsa Salana ANN Studios in Harrisburg. ANN is a project of the Youth Auxiliary in the Ahmadiyya Muslim community. It's a pleasure to have you here, Congressman.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Assalamu
Welcome
alaikum.
to the ANN Jalsa Studios. Now, how are you doing today?
Doing real well. I'm being very well taken care of and being guided through the entire convention. And I think it's one of the most well-organized conventions I've ever seen.
Well, it's nice to know that you're feeling good. Now, how does it feel being interviewed by a kid like me?
I don't think you're a kid. I just look at you as a person that's international interviewer, and so I figured you're well versed in this, and so I'm very humble of being able to be interviewed by you.
Well, thank you. I feel very honored for that. Now, as a guest and a visitor, do you feel welcome here?
Absolutely. Before you even enter the building.
Oh, well, it's nice to know that. Now, what, in your opinion, are the benefits of events like Jalsa Salana?
Well, this is the 67th year of the Jalsa Salana, and the benefit is probably three or four folds. If you're a parent of children who are teenagers, you'd want your family to come in to meet other teenagers, so that you have a sense that there's a sense of family and community. If you're a teenager, I would imagine you'd start looking for other friends that you wanted to hang out with, and then have that relationship once you leave, because with technology, you still can keep in touch, text and cell phones and things like that. So distance is not a big deal anymore. So it's a great place for the community to come together to teach, learn, and also to make sure that the community, the global community, gets to know more about Ahmadiyya.
All right, well, that's quite an interesting response, and thank you for that. Now, what are your views or opinions of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community in general?
In general, well, the teachings of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community is not inconsistent with the Constitution. And so I think that those who are growing up in that religion will make great U.S. citizens, great global citizens, great leaders. Because if you internalize all the teachings appropriately, how can you be criticized as a human being?
Well, it's nice to know that you think that. And as we know, there are a lot of stereotypes associated with Muslims in the public eye, right? Now, what are your opinions of those stereotypes? Like, for example, Muslims are usually associated with terrorism, and they're usually the source of jokes for that. So what do you think about that?
Well, I think stereotypes are an unfortunate shorthand to judging people. Being Japanese American during World War II, I was a victim of stereotypes too. They thought that because I was Japanese American and I looked like the enemy, they put my family and my whole community into concentration camps. And that was done by law. That was done by the President of the United States. That was done setting aside the Constitution of this country and treating us as if we were the enemies. We weren't. And for those reasons, I've always fought against stereotypes, even positive ones. When they say Asians, Japanese Americans, Chinese Americans are great students, they're model students. Well, that's not true. It's an inaccuracy that is not helpful to anybody. So stereotypes is something that we need to fight and to change. And stereotypes is taught and learned. So we need to eradicate stereotypes and teach people the truth about other people and their religions.
Well, that was quite a compelling response, and I appreciate your in-depth assessment. And now, finally, what would you like to say to our audience and viewers across the globe?
Well, I guess what I would say is to continue teaching continue your work and your aspirations for loyalty, unity, and peace. Um, Freedom of religion is something that is important for world peace, especially the way it's being taught by the Ahmadiyyan Muslim community. So, and know that those principles are really the basic foundation for world peace, for unity, and freedom from fear.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today. It was a pleasure to have you on the show. And I'd also like to thank our audience for watching this interview. This is Hamza, signing off.